Blue-eyed boy. Signs that you are the boss's pet. It's a known fact that the playing field among workers isn't level in most workplaces. And chances are you've been on one end of obvious favoritism at one point in your career, as the victim or the VIP. In fact, it's near impossible to do away with favoritism at work, and Michael Kerr, an international business speaker and author of The Humor Advantage, explains that. Given the complexities involved in relationships, at work, and the myriad of factors that determine how much we like someone or respect their talents, it's simply human nature that we are going to, no matter how subtly, and despite our best intentions, play favorites. Simply put, it's only natural to like some people more than others. In a survey conducted by Georgetown University's McDonough School of Business, it was found that 92% of senior business executives have seen favoritism at play when it comes to employee promotions, including at their own companies, at 84%. And about a quarter of the polled executives admitted to practicing favoritism themselves. Most people believe favoritism is terribly unfair and must be eradicated, citing various negative impacts, such as resentment and separation, that results from not treating everyone equally, which demotivates employees and damages team unity, and overlooking growth opportunities and unique skill sets offered by others, when focusing on one individual, all of which lead to poor performance of the employees at work. Despite all these logical arguments and plausible notions, there are in fact rational reasons that make bosses play favorites. After all, it's such a widespread practice in management. These include: the management gets information. The company needs information about its workforce to better manage them and ensure they work towards company goals. Employees will not be as free and forthright in expressing their views to their superiors as they will to their own colleagues. So, more often than not, it's that favorite person who will be willing to share this information with the boss. AKA, they're the snitches of the company. The boss trusts the favorite. Anyone would trust those they know are loyal to them, and this is the same with bosses. It's easier for them to trust the employees they find loyal to them, and they therefore turn to them more than others. They see potential. If you are being favored, then there is a great possibility that you have potential and capabilities that your boss sees and deems you worth cultivating. They therefore grant you more opportunities to grow. It's not only the work at hand that matters, but also the possibility of a person being capable of doing tasks of a higher level. Whichever the case, it is obvious that favoritism will continue seeing the light of day wherever you go. Therefore, it's good to note where there is favoritism and how to handle it. Here are signs that you are the boss's pet. 1. You are included in more meetings than your colleagues. If your boss likes you, then you will find yourself getting involved in more meetings than your colleagues. No one likes having meetings with people they don't have an affinity toward, so it's a reasonably good sign your boss also likes you as a person. It shows that he or she values your opinions and recognizes your ability to contribute positively to any discussions. They therefore provide you with the opportunity to participate more. 2. You're chosen for all important projects. It is inevitable to handle various tasks and projects in your career at work, ranging from big, high-visibility projects to smaller ones, each varying in importance. You are probably your boss's favorite if you find yourself involved in important projects. This is because any manager wants to work with people they know and whose capabilities they can attest to. They will turn to you to involve you in big projects as they trust you to be their capable right-hand man. Even if you are not quite skilled, they are willing to give you the chance by virtue of your loyalty. 3. You are their go-to person in a crisis. Whenever somebody turns to you in times of need, it becomes a clear testament to the amount of trust they have in you and recognition they accord you. It is the same for your boss. If your boss turns to you in a crisis expecting your support and input, it goes to show that he has a certain level of trust in you, and this is a clear sign that you are your boss's favorite. 4. You are invited on out-of-town trips or to conferences. Managers get to go on a lot of out-of-town trips and conferences, sponsored by the company for business purposes, and most times they are accompanied by other employees. They get the right to choose who accompanies them, and since it's a good opportunity to learn, most people would love to be part of the entourage. As the boss's pet, you will always be the top pick whenever there is a trip to a conference or whatever business operation that he has to attend. 5. You are asked your opinion and input more than anyone else's. Before making decisions, especially related to work, your boss has to consider a lot of factors that may affect the quality of the result. Therefore, it is imperative that they consult another person so that they may develop smarter solutions. Asking for input from you is a sure sign that your boss respects your ideas, judgment, and wisdom. 6. They let you be forthright. When your boss values you, you will find that they become more open-minded as you interact. They will patiently listen to your opinions, and you will be able to be candid with them, comfortably expressing your ideas without the fear of being rebuffed. You will find that they are nicer to you compared to the other employees. Even if you speak on behalf of the staff, telling your boss he was harsh, he or she might actually listen and respect your opinion. 7. You have unique freedoms. Unlike other employees, you may find that your schedule has less scrutiny, or your work is not as micromanaged. This shows that your boss trusts you more than everyone else, so they are more hands-off with you. If you get more latitude than other employees, more freedom to take risks, to work your own hours, and make your own decisions, that is an excellent sign that you're in your boss's good books. 8. You tend to be first in line for perks. As an employee, the fate of your career more or less lies in the hands of your boss. Whether you get your so-desired raise, the well-deserved promotion, or the year-end bonuses, the final say lies in his or her hands. If your boss always considers you for perks available, then you are definitely his or her favorite. 9. They give you the inside scoop. If you are close to your boss, then they will always tell you insider information. You will find yourself as his trusted confidant, as they will always share key business information or important management decisions, secretly advising you, while urging you to keep it between the two of you. They will more or less have your back in the company. 10. They share personal information with you. At work, people normally talk about professional topics, and unless there is particular closeness between them, it is hard to find people sharing personal information. If your boss takes the time to share family details and personal information with you, more so than with other employees, there is a good chance it is because you are their favorite. You may even find yourself invited to their home for Thanksgiving, or birthday parties, or family dinners. It is, however, important for employees to distinguish favoritism from performance recognition. If you find yourself on the receiving end of your boss's favoritism, you should keep in mind a couple of things. Share the limelight where you can. It is difficult to succeed at work without working alongside other people. If you worked on a project with a group of diligent coworkers, acknowledge them immediately. If you completed some work independently, but turned to one or two colleagues to pick up the slack, highlight their contributions as well. By sharing credit with others, you're sending a message to everyone that while personal accolades might be important, they aren't everything. It helps to dissipate the animosity your colleagues may be feeling towards you because of the favor you receive from your boss. This will ensure that you don't fall out with your coworkers. Be able to say no. Being the boss's favorite also bears the risk of having a lot of workload dumped onto you. It is therefore important to learn to say no when you are unsatisfied with the direction your relationship with your boss is heading to. While politely refusing, you could also take the chance to recommend a coworker. You will be doing your colleague a favor while also helping your boss solve the pending work. Try to remain professional. As much as your boss favors you, at the end of the day, you are still at the office, which requires professionalism. You are not there to bootlick or be chummy with your boss. Keeping it professional will also protect you from being ostracized by your colleagues as well. Remain trustworthy. If you find yourself favored, then do not let it get to your head. Try to remain trustworthy and maintain your integrity. This will preserve the impression your boss has on you. It will also help you to be true to yourself, as you will be able to openly refuse arrangements made for you by your boss, which you feel you do not deserve. On the other hand, if you find that you are a victim of favoritism at work and that it is affecting you negatively, then here are a few things you could do. Find out if you are really a victim. Sometimes, favoritism is not undeserved, especially if the object of the boss's favor is undeniably outstanding. If you find that they are clearly performing better than you, then there is no need to feel bitter. Try to up your game, and you could very well find yourself noticed next time. Do not be angry at the favored colleague. Whenever there is favoritism, one is bound to feel a little bitter, envious, or unfairly treated. Nonetheless, you should try to avoid being angry at your colleague who is favored. More often than not, they are not to be blamed for their favored status. Do your best to maintain a professional relationship with him or her. In conclusion, whenever you face favoritism, whether as the victim or beneficiary, the best thing to do is to remember to maintain your integrity and professionalism. At the end of the day, it is your career that you are building. Antagonizing your boss or his pet will only destroy your prospect, and so will overly relying on your boss as his pet. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and perhaps share it with a friend or some of your colleagues. And if you're interested in more related videos, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and enable notifications by clicking on the bell icon. With that said, thanks again guys, and I'll see you in the next one.